will be assigned T side. All right. Chat, this is your last second warning to get your channel points in. If you do have any channel points, this would be the time to spend them. If you don't have any channel points, you're like, I want some channel points, and I appreciate this caster, and you're not already, hit the follow button. It does help out the stream, and, you know, helps me continue to do this. With that being said, we'll get things going into the pistol round. After Hours is going to start things off with a major push into lobby here. Does look like we might get just a big upper sight peek. Zeep is going to be the one called upon to fight the players in Squeaky. Ooh, there's a good start by Loger. Dave and Zeep all with kills of their own. An absolute bloodbath on the After Hours side. Zeep with another one, and Dave will close it out. It's already a one pistol round on the side of Wicked. So my thought here is, do I talk about how Wicked is the meme, the joke, not the joke, the stream team, or do I just make a bunch of jokes about Wicked the musical and say that, you know, that round looked pretty good? Okay, we're gonna need to turn down music at the start and end of rounds, or just, yeah, we're gonna go back to the drawing board with some settings after this. So the big special things with this one is, here's my hand. I'm not observing. I'm not observing. I'm not producing. We're trying something out a little bit different. Gooby from the Nouns Holiday stream reached out, or I think it was actually Vivid that was like, hey, you should connect with Gooby. They're trying to learn to do production. And I'm like, that sounds good to me. How did you spectate the stream? I want to spectate. If you go to the Faceit link, which I can just give it to you. I'm just that cool like that. Okay. You know a great place to learn production? Well, I'm sure Ches, Pragadelphia is a good place to learn production. You are correct. You are very correct. Welcome in the mad lad that pushes all the buttons. Ooh, things getting a little bit choppy here. That's okay. After Hours. Let's see if they can get themselves around this full buy after the save. Going to be an important one to try and take down, but not going too well off the rip here. Bagel taken down already from Trakes. After Hours going to push their way on into ramp. See if Wet Willy is available to stop them. Oh yeah, no, I made it so that anyone that I gave VIP or mod to after a certain at a certain point had a custom command. So if Flom comes in here, it asks them if anyone's got 5 gifted. And there are a few like all of my mods, all of my VIPs when I made that are like, yeah, let's give all of these people all their own custom commands. Really, it's not custom commands. It's when you say your first words in chat. So, like, I think Stamina I made like, oh, it's the guy that's the coach IGL op on every team he's on. It's just like, yeah, he's welcome to the chat. Or like if Hex's mom or Swisher's mom or Walco's mom show up, there's a special message for them. So it's just, you know, I like setting up bot stuff. Ooh, Frizzy. Might catch the player on top hut here. These pistols actually looking a little bit scary. Good kill for Freaky. One for Little Beer as well. 1 versus 3 now for this Glock. He's going to be caught out here. Dave looking over from heaven. Oh, this is a dangerous position, though. Dave making a lot of noise. There's a possibility for Little Beer to take him by surprise with all of the sound cues. Not going to risk it. He's got a good minute and 10 seconds left, so more than enough time to look around, see if there's any dropped weapons. Like the kills, there's what the both players that died on a site, so not going to be an easy route in here for the T player. See if Little Beer, oh, he's spotted in hut. He is spotted in hut, and Wicked, they're going to start to close the neck. And Trakes will claim the final kill. And I should have written down some jokes from Wicked the Musical. I think that would have been funny for this game. Hold on. We're gonna uh, songs. So what else we got? Ooh, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. Hey, thank you for contributing to the first 4. Bagel. Ooh, that's the first kill going after hours. A good start to this one. Check out this emote. Wow. That is quite the emote. A welcome in Epsilon and F1. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll cast your game, and it's really more of a watch party. Zeep will even out the kills here. Bagel taken down. But the HP, that's a lot to lose. 80% in one fight. But hey, you still got the kill. You still get a chance to fall back. Wicked going to slow this round down. Make sure to give themselves enough room. Oh, good trade for Little Beer Logert standing in the fire. Good kill for Trakes. 3 versus 2 now. It's going to be more falling the way of Wicked. 1 for Zeep. Frizzy takes down Dave. Now 1 versus 2 on A bomb site. Doesn't have access to bomb though, and those low HP players, this is where the problem could happen, but Trakes stands tall. Wicked will take a 5th round. We haven't even been going in this game for that long. Wicked making a nice quick one of it. We'll get a timeout here from After Hours. Okay. All right, well, nearly full buy here for After Hours. Ooh, good start for Frizzy. That squeaky door blown open. Takes down Zeep. Trade from Wet Willy, but Little Beer will take the man advantage back in the After Hours favor yet again, but it's quickly returned. 3 versus 3 in that MAC-10. Able to take down Trakes. That's going to open up this upper bomb site here for After Hours. They managed to take down the player Heaven, and not a whole lot else for them to have to deal with here. We'll get the bomb down. This 2 versus 3. They've done a decent amount of eco damage. Logert down on $750. Though Dave and Trakes been pretty good on funds, so there will at least be buys, but they'll start to run out the banks of Wicked here. It is just dancing through life. There. Are the jokes too forced? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Ooh, good kill for Wet Willy though. That's taken away a weapon is going to be valuable here from the CT side, making sure that After Hours not able to stack up too much money. We do have a quick timeout here, so that we're gonna go back to Face It for just a sec. Give my production time to quickly make some changes to the music. We're doing it in not the best way here. We're doing our best is what we're doing. Music? No, that is perfect. All right, cool. We're going to go back to it. Timeout runs down. We are right back into it. Ooh, I like this. So back in CSGO, there was a one-way that you would sometimes see operas play on top of Big Garage rather than within it. And I like the jumping on up to the Big Garage. Not the best position this time, just because you do have a lot of yourself exposed, and it takes you enough time to get all the way up there that if the T's are fast pushing outside, ooh, it's a bad situation, but it's a good start here for Wicked. After Hours, Little Beer taken down. Good trade by Bagel, but the player is coming out of Heaven. Just going to make things all sorts of difficult for the After Hours side, and it's just Wicked finding kill after kill. Drake's with a frag onto Bagel as well, and it's just C-Metch left over, picking up that Be the Monster AK. I know I can get talking about skins too much, but this is a pretty sweet one. Get a little bit of shiny, a little bit of busy, and it does kind of work out as a nice AK. Really, ooh, that's a good kill onto Trakes. That's the top fragger, the second fragger here for Wicked down. Versus 2 for C-Mitch. He might be able to close this one out. Is the possibility. He's got bomb as well. So things are going to start to get a little bit difficult here for the Wicked side. 2 versus 1. They do know that he's sitting upper site. They've got the Molotov for information, so they'll all head on in through mini garage here. Oh, but C-Mitch, he's got a read. He's got one, but that's not going to be enough. Dave picking up the AK with the kill. Headshot onto C-Mitch. Grab the op as well, and will be a 6th round here for Wicked. Yes. Okay, the music is much better at the start of rounds now. This is good. Thank you. Alrighty. Oh, Freaky's got the op. Let's see what After Hours can pull off with that weapon. They'll have to contend with Wet Willy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Inside a big garage, holding the left side. It's a little bit unexpected here. I do like that off angle, and it does net Wet Willy an opening frag onto Bagel. See if that's going to be enough here for Wicked. Man advantage to start off the round does stop the momentum of After Hours outside. Ooh, Little Beer naded down to 1 HP. The near dunk onto the player sitting, I'm going to say, toxic or trash outside. Really? We all know that position from Pugs. There's one over there. The smoke will be enough to allow After Hours to advance a little bit here. They're going to have to contend with what Willie's still looking from hell outside. Major bulk of the attack is going to be on ramp versus Trakes. Oh, and Freaky will get the shot. That is a very good kill. See if After Hours are able to convert it. Oh, taken right back. Wet Willy with 1, but burns to death in the Molotov. Now 3 versus 3. Little Beer barely alive, down on 1 HP, but that is apparently one more than he needs. See if he's able to find this player over towards Hut. Zeep trying to sneak out. Ooh. Op rings out, not able to get the kill, but it will be Frizzy to clean up Zeep. And now 3 versus 2 After Hours with the opportunity to get the bomb down. The Wicked players both down on the lower site. They're going to be coming on up through Secret. They will look to breach this one either through Mini or might go for the Vent Peak. So how are we feeling about the, like I said, here's my hands. It is a whole lot off my plate to not worry about it. How's the quality looking? Is the game itself looking good to everybody on the chat? Gonna be a 2nd round for After Hours. Oh, they've got to move. Freaky might be... Well, 1 HP dies basically anywhere on this map. Nuke is just such a small one. All right. Well, that's the 2nd round for After Hours. Let's see if that's going to be enough for them to bring this one back. This T side hasn't looked too great, but We'll see if they can. Ooh, that's a good start. Little Beer with a one tap onto Wet Willy. Expecting the player on the off angle this time. Can't play the same off angle too many times. You're just going to get domed. I don't think Wet Willy is going to be too upset. 9-5 after 8 rounds. Is going to cause a little bit of aggression to come in to the lobby crunch. Ooh, big lobby crunch. Little Beer takes down one. Logert with the trade. Drake's looking for more here inside of vending, but not going to find anybody. There's going to be After Hours with the man advantage here. 4 versus 3 going into the second minute of the round. Ooh, this is starting to look a little bit ugly here for Wicked. Oh, they're not defying gravity this round. Freaky with a kill. Logert trades one back, but it's a 1 versus 4. 1 versus 3. Can he complete the 1 versus 4? He's going to walk through the smoke right into the hands of C-Mitch. All too easy to get the kill. And After Hours will take a third. Well, they say no good deed goes unpunished, but I think 2 rounds in a row are going to be enough to punish Wicked. No buys for them. They'll be stuck on pistols. We should get a nice fast, aggressive but measured and careful. These pistols all combined together can do quite a lot of damage. You gotta watch out for the lobby crunch even, because 1 shot half health, 2 shots dead if they both land out of these 5.7s. Could be just enough. Aid's starting to go in. Oh, Trakes wants this. 2 for Little Beer. But Trakes does claim 1 back onto the 5.7. It's not going to be enough for Wicked, though. Like After Hours are looking like the popular ones in this game. 4 to 6. All right. Rebuy here for Wicked. I mean, if After Hours can get a 5th on their T side, likely they're going to exhaust the money on the side of Wicked, and I think we might even get 6 for After Hours. So this is going to be a really pivotal round to either go for that 6 to 6 or even a 5th. Ooh, quick trade to start this one off. Eagle with a kill onto Dave as well. That's the op knockdown out of the round. Don't think Dave had an op this round, but he's been the opper for Wicked. Now, After Hours, get a chance to slow things down. A whole minute and 11 seconds left on the round, and they've already got the double entry, only traded for 1. They have a lot of choice as to where they go, but Wet Willy going to start to eliminate some of that choice. Takes down 1, traded by Wet Willy. Or traded by Freaky. Now the 2 versus 3. Wicked on the defense, taken down by 1. Logert with a trade on a Bagel is going to have the AK for this attempt, but After Hours have already slipped the net down in event. They'll have their full opportunity to plant this one on B. Not going to be enough time to stop them for Logert. He's going to be running on in through Secret. C-Mitch hears this, and it's a quick kill. C-Mitch, 5 to 6, and this is looking like we are going to get a tie ball game after the first half here. Not going to be a great buy. Wicked going to be feeling the pinch here. Of MP9s should be able to at least field a third here. Four MP9s and a FAMAS. Not a bad buy on Nuke. There's a lot of close angle options to play. Wicked probably not going to put too much... Oh, or they'll put outside players up close and personal. Wet Willy, oh, jumping on over the red boxes is a ballsy maneuver, and it does not work out, but Zeep will take advantage, takes down 2. Freaky, and at least even things out, but that's not how you expect things to go when you're pushing outside and you know your opponent used up a ton of money. That is a lot of cash. Man, this is interesting though. Dave just pushing on up. Oh, he's gonna meet the op of Freaky here, and there it is. There's the shot. Some will say front shots on Nuke. Maybe, maybe not. It's Freaky, right? So 3 versus 2 here as we get down to 45 seconds. Oh, Logert might get caught. Oh, well, Frizzy just walking on in. Quick one tap as you're by the door. Confirms the site is empty. Now, really, it's just Streaks left, but also taken down by C-Mitch to clean up this round. 6-6. Honestly, I really like this start here for After Hours. You get to go into your T side as just your CT side as a nice fresh game. Anything can happen. You know, a lot of the time you'll say, you know, it all comes down to the pistol. We do have a pause here. I've left on it. 45 minutes. There's a part of me that wants to run a 90-second right now just to get it out of the way. Feel like 45 minutes should be enough time to get the second half out of the way. We'll see. I've got all of my snoozes. I'm going to let it ride here. I do wish I knew someone on one of these teams be like, how long is this break going to be? Oh, well. Chat, no one has redeemed the last first position, so I'm going to just, there we go. On my own camera. We've been sitting here for 45 minutes and no one's looked at the channel points reward, so I'm going to be on my own camera until someone blue shells. I do want to say thank you to anyone who is choosing to stop by. This is obviously not a game on HLTV, so the fact that people are stopping by and finding this at all is pretty cool, and I always appreciate it. I don't know if it's
Hello
just
there.
hello there. If it's just one of those, hey, people are, you know, they came in from following, or if they came in from uh, you know, somebody being like, oh, hey, I see that you're streaming this game, but you know, however you got here, I appreciate it. I'm testing stuff, so a little bit scuffed, but I feel like this is looking pretty good so far. But yes, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. This pause is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Well, see what happens, I guess. Looks like the pause has elapsed. Get right into it. Let's see what we could have for us on their T side. After Hours, they took a few rounds to really judge out the CT side of Wicked, so we'll see if that happens the same way for Wicked here on their T side. Taking a few rounds to see what works. Ooh. Freaky getting a little stuck on, ladder. Ooh, fast push out onto the A bomb site. The Dooley's getting caught on top hut. Dave and Logert with a kill apiece. There's only one back for After Hours, but that's going to unlock this bomb site here for Wicked. Now they've got 2 up in heaven to deal with. It's Little Beer as well as Freaky. Ooh, that's a good kill for Little Beer, though. Even things back out, but down on low HP. 15 HP. Little Beer taken down. Good trade for C-Mitch. This is a rough round here. After Hours, Freaky does have the kit here, but he's all the way up in heaven. So any missed step up from the rafters could spell doom, but it might not matter. C-Mitch with 1. That's the kit taken down, but C-Mitch will trade back that final kill onto Zeep. Oh, is there enough time left? I think there is just enough here for After Hours, and C-Mitch will clutch out the round. 'Cause I got some gas in my tank, and I got some gas in my tank. 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 That has to hurt for Wicked. They got so close and yet so far. 4 kills and bomb down and not falling off at the finish line. It is going to mean they're going to have the opportunity to go for a really good buy here. Trakes, the only one picking up the MAC-10 here. The rest of the team on Galil's. So we should see something fast and decisive here for Wicked against these MP9s of After Hours. I do like that Molotov into vending for C-Mitch. And there we go. Bagel pushing up a little bit too close. Getting a little bit too curious. Getting taken down there by Dave to start off round number 14. Smoke wall outside as well. Wicked might be... Ooh, maybe not. Frizzy with a kill onto Wet Willy. Trade by Logert here to keep the T side in this one. A little bit of a dangerous position here for Frizzy. Could cause a lot of pain onto the Wicked side coming up from Secret. But that does mean that Ramp has been left more or less unguarded. C-Mitch available to float back in. And Little Beer available to lobby crunch as well. It's less of a lobby crunch this timing. See what happens here. Wicked going to be just allowed unabated into ramp room. After Hours might have read this perfectly. Might have read this take perfectly. They might just... Oh, this could be really dangerous for Wicked. They've got two... Oh, they've got one player. Little Beer here on the upper site. This is a lower site take. Wicked are all over it already. Float taking down the windows to make sure that things are nice and open. Frizzy taken down as well. And this one they should have in their hands. The big question mark is the health bars. 22, 43, and 40 for 3 of the Wicked players. It just barely adds up to 100 HP. Actually adds up to 105 HP. Could be chewed through very quickly by those MP9s, but that's a good start by Logert. Now it's just Little Beer in the 1 versus 4. Tosses out the nade, but no one has not hit anyone. So it is just going to be the round going the way of Wicked. They'll tie things up at 7. There's the full health player taken down, and these lower HP players very likely to be in a bit of pain here from the bomb. Not going to be quite enough. It is going to be Wicked saving over 3 weapons. All right. Well, that's going to be After Hours now biting the bullet as far as economy goes. They're going to be back down to the Stone Age on pistols. See if what they're able to pull off with these. I'm guessing an upper sight stack? No, they're not actually going for it. They're going to stack outside, which is an interesting decision with pistols. Does not give them a lot of space to work with. And Zeep just going to have a target-rich environment. Frizzy, the first one taken down, likely to be even more here if After Hours decide to push on in. Oh, and all 3 pistols heading down Secret now. This is where things can get a little bit dangerous. After Hours going to have the opportunity to inflict some serious pain with these pistols. A little bit of a lull as Wicked start to get into position, but the knife comes out for Bagel. Oh no, Zeep taken down in control. That's the weapon given over as well. No player is expected coming down Secret. And Wicked now, they're going to be feeling the pinch themselves. There is only one weapon here, and that is in the hands of Bagel, so likely to be a good shooting gallery. But that pistol rewards C-Mitch with one onto Wet Willy. Good trade for Dave, and he's able to clean this one up, but that's still 2 players dying, and that knife money into the pocket of After Hours could spell disaster here for Wicked. That op should be out for the After Hours side. Logert is cool. Oh yeah. A lot of people say Logert is cool. But you're not biased? I don't know. I'm just here because I figured players' names would be more recognizable in this one, at least for the North American crowd. So I'm like, yeah, let's go in. Let's dive on in. No one has enough points for the channel point rewards, but that's okay. All right, no weapons picked up for After Hours this time around. They do pick up the MP9 on C-Mitch, but that you would expect that knife would mean that we'd get a force buy for After Hours. Letting Wicked get a second round here of buffer. It's Nuke. Another on T side. That's a lot of money to get given over. Deep opening things up onto Little Beer. Takes down the first player. So everybody's upper sight this time around. After Hours, they've done some where they've rotated players down into the lower sight, but they're just kind of taking fights outside. That's the other thing, is I would almost expect for these pistols to all group up together. And they haven't done that. They're all going for their one-shots here. Frizzy with one onto Zeep. Trade by Wet Willy, though. Leave C-Mitch alone in the 1 versus 4. Now, C-Mitch is expecting a lower sight take, but being the last player standing, he's going to have to go looking for something. He finds one player. Oh, he's able to get the damage onto Logert, but Dave with the trade. It will be a second round to the favor of Wicked here. 9-7 as the buy for After Hours comes in. I got blue shelled. Unlucky. Hey, this is going to be a pivotal round for After Hours. They will be reset back to super low factory settings if they're not able to win this one. And the money for Wicked about to get is already pretty out of control. Zeep is down on 250, but he's the only one that's really out of money here for Wicked. And it's the T-side economy as well, so honestly, they're going to be feeling all sorts of shiny for themselves. Okay, the pistol, or the headshot dink on HE grenades is going to get really confusing really fast. This is... Oh my gosh. Frizzy going to kiss one in smoke, but it's not going to matter. Bagel and Little Beer with a kill apiece, and Bagel going to find a second as well. Only one back. Now 2 for Wicked to bring it back into the 2 versus 3. They do manage to open up the upper sight here, but this one's going to be pretty known by the After Hours side. The defuse should be able to happen here. Rifle's looking good, and they've got kits as well. Got plenty of utility in the pocket as well. Let's see if they're able to win this one. That's a good kill for Frizzy onto Dave. Zeep now the last player standing. He's still thinking that the heaven is going to be the point of attack, but everybody coming in from Squeaky and Mini destroys Wicked and is going to give After Hours their 8th round. AK's into the hands of C-Mitch and Frizzy as well. Well, that's the start of the comeback here for After Hours. All right, 5 AKs. The Wicked completely foregoing the T-side AWP for Nuke, which is, it's a choice. We'll see if it's one that they decide to stick with. If they do manage to pick up Freaky's AWP. Ooh, well, that's a start. Wet Willy with a kill onto Bagel. The smoke blown apart. Wicked going to start advancing on outside. Freaky going to look for one with the AWP from Secret. Oh, Zeep might be, or Trakes might be the target, but it's everybody coming in, and it's only the leg onto Dave. Zeep with a kill as well. That's going to be Wicked taking full control over this map. 5 versus 2. Frizzy and Little Beer. They've got rifles. Are they going to be able to bring this one back? That's a good kill to start. But it's still 2 to the side of Wicked with bomb down. I think these rifles have already been called to be saved. Wicked going to take a 10th. Double digits for the T side. Now things will start to get dicey. The saved over weapons for After Hours. I mean, they make this at least a tiny bit palatable going into run number 19, but it's not going to feel good whatsoever. I think if you're After Hours, not only have you lost the round, you've also lost your op. Dave going to be holding on to that for the Wicked side. And there's not going to be enough money for the CT side here to pick up another op. So it is just going to be full-on rifles here and a timeout to get things sorted out. So, question is, where is the defense lacking here for the After Hours side? Because it feels a little bit like they're getting picked apart on all fronts. I don't feel like I've ever had a round where After Hours are like, yes, that was decisive and good. They've got 2 defuses on the half so far, and neither one was like, okay, that was a very decisive, like, yes, I feel very good about that. So I think they're having a little bit of trouble with the outside. Honestly, you could even say, don't put anybody outside. Put somebody mini to watch the rotation, but that person should be pulled back onto a site the moment something happens, and give that information over to the team. The nice thing about Nuke is just how much you're able to move. You've got access to vents on CT right off the bat, and you can get down on the lower site and have a really good spot to watch Secret. That is what After Hours have opted to do. They've sent Frizzy down to watch that lower bomb site. I will say the one thing that Wicked haven't done is they haven't taken ramp control. So I do like that the After Hours are still playing just 1 player there, 2 players on upper site. Eagle playing the second vents here. Might be the one called upon here. They do have Little Beer on upper site as well. As Wicked start to look for the information. Ooh, Freaky with the op. Playing outside. Oh, not able to hit the shot. That's going to give a lot of information over to the Wicked side. Peeking out through heaven now. Going to drop off. That is a glass op, by the way. So that is a dangerous position to be in. Any wayward shot that hits is going to cause your screen to shake wildly with aim punch. Oof. Trake's caught. C-Mitch able to take down one as well. Or Bagel and C-Mitch taking down kills. This is exactly the round that After Hours are looking for. They let the round slow down. They take the pace into their own hands. Logert only able to take down Freaky. That's the op, but it should be picked right back up, and Little Beer does manage to get it. Now the question is going to be the money as we go over to the Wicked side. They're down on their last dollars. They do have enough for the rifles this round, but this is going to be it. We are going to get into those classic traded rounds. And at the end of the half here, as both sides get into double digits, now is where things will get very interesting for both of these teams. If Wicked can win this one, they should be able to waltz their way to the finish line, but as we've seen, After Hours are able to dictate the pace of the round a little bit. They don't give up any early bodies, and they do manage to win that way. That's really what they're going to have to keep doing. You know, get that information and fall off. Ooh, that's a good start. Bagel peeking in through Squeaky with 2. There's a trade by Zeep. He's looking for more. There's another player sitting here right outside of Squeaky. Frizz has the opportunity to take another kill. Oh, Zeep is he going to peek it? He does, but he ducks. So it will be the T-side player with the kill. Trakes with one as well, but quick trade back for Little Beer into the 2 versus 2. There's a lot of money being dropped on the round. Little Beer taken down as well, so that's Freaky left all alone in the 1 versus 2. I'm picked up over by Vending, but Trake's gonna ignore ramp once again, send it on over to the upper site. Honestly, there's a lot of map open, as there often is with one player left standing, so the Wicked side, they could just bomb it on down vent, head on down to the lower site. Got Freaky in hot pursuit. If they start going for the plant, things will start to get a little bit awkward for them. And there they go. Freaky going to be looking in through Squeaky. Now, no one going to be in heaven for Wicked. But he's sitting lower. Op going to be danger. Close. First kill onto Trakes. Looks good. Freaky, doesn't know that there's no one in heaven. Has to put the smoke down anyway. Looking for the other player inside of Mini, but Dave isn't there. Dave's not home. Dave is available with the kill. The final kill of the round and cleans up After Hours 11-9. And that's going to reset After Hours economy. The back and forth rounds not favoring the CT side whatsoever. We are going to get the timeout here. And the decision on whether to go with the buy or go with the save here. Look for overtime or look for the win with the force. We already see C-Mitch buying up. So I think what I want to see for After Hours with the force buy, since they're not... One thing I'd like to see more of from both of these teams is back a site and hold it patiently with pistols. If you know that you're on a save, your opponent's not, I think the best way to get that weapon is to figure out 4 off angles that you can hold from. Because 4 pistols is definitely enough to get a pick. So let's see if these MP9s are able to get anything done here. They do have a couple of rifles for the side of After Hours as well. Ooh, there's a nade. Dave lit very low, but it's Wet Willy first to fall. Bagel with the kill. Love a good bagel. Do you toast your bagel? I've heard that I'm a blasphemer for not always toasting my bagels, but sometimes you just want a nice squishy bagel. A good start for After Hours. Using that M4, getting one. What I don't like is Little Beer on the 5.7. Like, it's a good weapon, but it's just, it feels like it could be such a difficult situation. Bagel able to claim another, but a trade from Logert will at least keep Wicked in this, but After Hours, they're not giving this one up easily. Freaky with 1, Frizzy with 1 as well. Zeep trying to spray down 2, but only going to claim 1. Little Beer clean up the final player, and After Hours will take 10 points themselves. Now it's Wicked's turn to go for the timeout. They've been reset back to factory settings themselves, so it's not a good feeling here on their T side. They have a buffer round. They could allow After Hours onto 11. But honestly, if you bomb it out with 5 pistols, you just go somewhere, see what happens. All right. Well, nearly at the end. Do Wicked have what it takes? If they can get a pick, that could be more than enough. Oh, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. We are watching After Hours versus Wicked. I am not doing my own production. Look, see? The players are changing. My hands are up here, and there's no auto director. Trade. Logert able to pick off 1. Oh, but Wicked don't pick up the rifle. They're going into this with just pistols
19.
and
Tats how many inches your cock is.
that's pretty big. Oh no, Wet Willy burning to death. 4 versus 2. After Hours, they're looking pretty good on this retake. Oh, danger close op. No scopes onto Logert. Dave, last player standing here, picks up the rifle. Ooh, that's a good kill though. Only one kit to the side of After Hours. Dave could oh, well, not quite able to get it done. Have a great one. Thank you, Hove. Thank you for bringing your community over. Thank you for hanging out. I do really appreciate it. All right, 11-11. No, oh, that force buy. I thought with the bomb down, there might be a little bit more money on the side of Wicked, but actually, it looks like they might not. They might have to concede this round with a little bit worse of a buy and just look for the overtime. Although they did get really close with the Tech Nines and the Deagle in the previous round. 3 players up through heaven. That's something. Smokes down outside. And Bagel going to be blowing apart the smokes, but look at the damage. Down to 13 HP on these pistols. Good kill for Freaky onto Zeep. That still doesn't erase the damage. That's just the player going ramp down. Still going to allow the rest of this team to go on in through Secret. Who's really available on the lower side to deal with this? All of After Hours have taken up residence on the upper side. We'll have to rotate in, so it should be a bomb plant here for Wicked. See what After Hours have to say about that. They do all 5 have kits. So, man, I might get punished for not running an ad while in halftime here. We will have to see. We'll see if we get the overtime. Ooh, there's the first. Freaky with the op, takes down Trakes. See what these pistols have to say for themselves. Can't just sit in dark anymore. Someone might just peek you, and that'll be the first. Well, oh man, that's the other problem though, is Wicked, they can't just go for fights either. The pistols, you have to play a little bit unpredictable. Wicked not quite able to pull it off. There is going to be the defuse for Team After Hours, and they all 5 survive. That's all sorts of good pistols going into the hands of the CT side. And we'll see if Wicked are going to be dancing through life, or if this is just going to be one short day. All right, is that enough Wicked song references? Have I done enough cringy stuff? I mean, I'm looking at the list of songs, so we could do more. What have we got here? We've got March of the Witch Hunters. We'll see if that's going to be the After Hours side. I'm Not That Girl. Well, I don't even know what to say. All right. Can Wicked bring this one to overtime? Not going to be an easy thing to do. And Freaky in position over by Secret. Oh, they're all walking into this. X-rays turned off. Not going to matter. Trake's first one lit. Oh, and the fire down on everybody. So no kills for the op, but that's still good damage done for that CT side. Oh, but Wicked, they're fighting back here. Double entry to start this one off. See if they can bring this one back. Fakes looking for something here. Oh, not quite able to. Eagle claims Dave. 3 versus 4 for After Hours. As they start to bleed in from ramp, there's a kill from Frizzy. Oh, are the rest of the Wicked players in position for this? They're both looking in from doubles, but After Hours have already taken up residence on the site. Bagel going to get one, and Littlebeard will close this one out. 13-11 to the side of After Hours. Well, so we could go ahead and watch another game. Or you've got to bounce. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and just play some myself. Yeah. Um, okay. All right, now you're good. All right, well, that's gonna be that from Wicked and